What's going on, everyone? I'm Jaren, and sorry, it's been a while since I've actually posted a movie review. I've been just so busy with work. Friends are going out of town, so they want me to house sit. Family and friends are coming to visit. I got another job opportunity that's just kind of taken up some of my time studying. And you know what? After all that, I got sick. Yeah, like this whole pandemic, what's it all been about and avoiding after like 2+ years, I finally got the bad sick. And it put me out for a while, and I just ended up catching up on a lot of TV shows, which I never really do. And so I got to stick with that, and I just fell out of watching like new movies. And you know what? Just the comfort movies just really kept me sane, and just being at home and just taking some time to digress. But you know what? I finally had the chance to finally watch the movie that everyone's been talking about. I'm probably like a month late, the last person from the movie community to actually see this movie. Top Gun: Maverick. This movie is directed by Joseph Kosinski, who's responsible for Tron Legacy, Oblivion, Only the Brave, and much more. Tom Cruise once again reprises his role as Pete Mitchell, aka Maverick, who is recruited once again by the Navy to train and teach the next generation of aviators for a top secret mission. The film also stars Jennifer Connelly, Miles Teller, Glenn Powell, Lewis Pullman, Ed Harris, and Val Kilmer. First of all, I gotta clear the elephant out of the room, and I gotta explain why I didn't see this movie on opening weekend like everybody else. And that is because I've seen Top Gun once, and I thought it was okay. I'm not a fan of the original film. I have no nostalgia with it. I mean, I grew up with Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt. I'm a Mission Impossible guy, and Top Gun just was not for me. With the many other projects he has done over the years, Tom Cruise manages and continues to go above and beyond the expectations of an actor, whether he's applying himself with a character, or performing his own stunts, or even going behind the camera and just giving you the shot that he envisions in his head over just one person or the studio. Cruise and Kosinski definitely took this movie to the next level because there are no CGI shots, no green screen. Like, they were able to capture the most authentic aerial shots put on screen to date. This also included our main aviator cast, who have undergone some extensive G-force training, and as well as directing themselves in the cockpit because they had to learn how to operate the cameras in their own sequences, as well as withstanding the physical demands of all that G-force pressure in flight. With that being said, the training and action sequences alone were definitely worth the price of admission. And not only did the stakes have to look and feel real, but the fact that you got to actually hear all that G-force pressure and the way that the F-18 engines were just going off and just zipping through the air, that was just wonders for like the sound design as well as its execution. Speaking of sound, let's talk about the music. Oh my god, I did hear the Lady Gaga song Hold My Hand, but I had no idea that she was really much involved with just doing a different rendition of it with the rest of the composers, including like Hans Zimmer. Like, when you get Lady Gaga, Hans Zimmer, and like the rest of this just epic score just happening up in the background, it really creates that atmosphere of emotion, and it really just lifts your spirits. You know, I really admire that the simplest relationships and friendships that were established in the first movie really bled into something rich and something very poignant over time, especially with the characters of Maverick, Iceman, and Goose. And then, you know, the legacy characters that come in, it really just kind of shows you how well-rounded the drama, the humor, the camaraderie, and then just really caring about these characters, it really gets you invested. And considering Val Kilmer's condition, it was just a really bittersweet moment to where Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer were able to share the screen together. And I was just afraid that he was just going to be another guy that we were going to see maybe just the flashbacks, maybe just a picture, because, you know, in the beginning he's only communicating with Maverick over text. And then we get to see them come face to face, and that was really sweet. Everyone delivered wonderful performances in this movie, especially Jennifer Connelly, Ed Harris for the small amount of screen time he had. John Hamm, I forgot to mention that he was in this movie. He was just constantly opposing Maverick on all his decision making, but it really does add to the humor of it. As well as like Glenn Powell, Monica Barbaro, Lewis Pullman, and surprisingly, Miles Teller, who has always been the funny guy in a lot of comedies. He really showed up in Whiplash. But if I had to be 100% picky, I really wish they flushed out a lot of the new characters a lot more. Like if the movie was like a little bit longer, or if this was a show instead of a movie, we could have got to spend a little more time with them as well, just as the same amount as Tom Cruise's character. Especially with the importance of Miles Teller's character, Rooster, and like his relationship with Maverick. I just wish that was dragged out a little more in the first two acts. Like, it does pay off in the third act. Like, that was great. And it really does add to a lot of the investment you have of these characters actually making through this whole mission alive. And that puts a lot more things on the table to be just holding out the edge of your seat for. And I just wanted more out of that. I really did. It was great for what it was given, but it gave enough that I warranted a lot of it. All in all, this is a near perfect movie that surpasses the original with ambition and the strength of the human spirit on display. Just this is the reason why we go to the movies. I mean, this was definitely worth the wait. The blockbuster we've been waiting for to go back and see. I know they held off for 2 years, but my God, definitely a worthy just film going experience. All right, guys, that's all I got to say about that movie. Surely you guys have seen it. If you haven't, definitely check it out. Don't watch it on your computer. Don't wait for it on just DVD or 4K. Go and see it in the theater. Like, that surround sound does wonders. I promise you. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I promise to deliver more content on the way. Look forward to more reviews, and stay safe, stay healthy, take care. I'll see you at the movies.